it's Lindsay from Adorn It. How's everybody doing today? We are here to show you some of the holiday craft kits that I put together for Adorn It. So these are all my designs and lots of other products from Adorn It. Each kit is completely different, and this one is the woodblock holiday kit. And let me show you what you get in it. This gives you everything that you have coming in your kit. So if for some reason you're missing something, just let us know and we can get it to you. You get the, let's start with the squares. You get 2 of the squares to create blocks on. That's part of your kit. You get 4 small stars and 1 large star in your kit. These are the small stars. They're all primitive stars because they're stars that I drew, so they're not perfect, which I kind of like. You get 2 sheets of the colorful paper here. You get 1 sheet of the black and white paper here. Just black and white. That's the one we're going to use today. You get 1 sheet of tissue paper, which I don't have here because I've used it already to create one of the samples. You get 2 yards of twine, 2 tiny tags, a hollyberry sprig, which is here. Hang on, I'm sorry. I thought I had that out. Hollyberry sprig, which I've already used part of as well. And you get the trim pack with all this trim in it. And here's what you can create. I've already made 2 samples. We're going to make a 3rd one. So all I did here was I cut the background paper out to go onto the wood block, covered the star with background paper, tied some twine around it, and added a cute little tag. And it's just a great little sign to put up or to give somebody as a hostess gift. Nothing is on the back. Very simple. Easy to create. Even the kids can do it. With this one, I used the large star. I hand wrote some words on this sheet onto the board itself. Covered it with tissue paper. You can see how it's kind of foggy looking here. So I used a decoupage medium and tissue paper and put it down on top of all the lettering and left it all just basically like that. So what we're going to do with this one is going to take a little bit of extra things that are not in our kit, but fun to use. We're going to use watercolor, and I've got a big palette here of greens. So I'm going to use greens and reds. If I can find my red here quickly. And I'm going to use some water and a big brush. And we're just going to color this and get some color down on this black and white page. You can use this also as a traceable page to trace lettering onto your board like I had done there. But I just thought it would be fun to paint one of these ourselves and use the colors that you want. These are all holiday words that are on here, so you can use whatever holiday words you want. If you don't want to do it for Christmas, you could switch it all up and do it for another season or another event. I thought this might be kind of cute. Just going to get some colors down here. Just a big wash of color. Adorn It makes a really good little watercolor palette that you could use. I'm just using whatever watercolors happen to be available at this moment. And just getting some color down here. I've got lots of different greens because greens are my favorite color. And we'll let this dry for a minute. So if you don't like the colors that were on the other page, this one here, it's the same page. It's just that this one's got the teal and the green colors. So when I'm using the reds and the greens, just to change it up a little bit. It's fun to kind of personalize it for your own family or for whoever's house you're going over to if you're going to take a little hostess gift. And I thought it'd be fun to have some true Christmas colors. But the words can work for just about any holiday coming up in December. So That's the nice thing. And I'm just kind of following the lines of the wording here to add my colors down. Got a little more red here. It's hard to find a really true Christmas red in watercolors or anything. This is a good one. I like the greens more than I like the reds, actually. And it takes a minute or two to dry. So we'll put it aside for a minute and then we'll come back and finish up here. But I think I've painted enough of it. I'm not sure. Just get a little bit more green on here because you can never have too much green. Let's measure it with our board and make sure we've got enough color here. That should work perfectly. That'll fit nicely on our board. We're ready for our next step. So I have taken the board and I've traced all the way around the words. They're not going to be exact because some of them are going to get cut off here, and that's okay. This board I went all the way out to the edges with. So I thought it might be kind of fun to do it a little bit different. I'm going to use a scallop scissors here. And I'm going to cut on the inside of this line all the way around. And that should give me a little bit of a raw edge around the edge of my board. If you don't like a raw edge of wood, you could always color the board with either paint or colored pencil or watercolor. But I think I'm going to like the raw edge a little bit. And I never throw away these scraps if I've got a good amount of a scrap left, because I can always make a greeting card out of it. I think we have a card kit coming up, and the card kit would be fun to use some of these scraps of paper with. I'll show you here in a second. So I would throw away all of this part, but this piece I'm not throwing away because I can use this on another project. So let's get the board here. I don't think it matters. One side is shiny, one side is not. Oh, I guess I don't have a whole lot of extra space. So I'm going to cut it down just a little bit more on the top and on one of the sides, not on both sides. See if that did it. Almost. I've got to go a little bit more on this side. Just taking a little sliver off the edge, not a whole lot. Better. Cute. Okay. Got that done. Now this has got a little bit of a curl in it because it was watercolor, so I'm just going to kind of roll it back the other way so it will curl the other direction, so it kind of flattens itself down. I'm going to take my Fabrifix glue, but you can use whatever you want. You got to be careful with hot glue and paper. Hot glue could tear your paper or wreck your paper. You could use white glue, but white glue sometimes puts lumpy bumpies in your paper. So this Fabrifix is a really good glue for paper. And it also works for the 3D embellishments like the stars and the holly berries and stuff that we have, and the ribbon. That's a pretty great glue. You want to go all the way around your edges and a little bit in the center as well. And when it sticks, it sticks. It's really nice because it just goes down and stays. I'm going to get a little bit of the glue off the edges. You can use one of those erasers for glue that takes the glue off, but I'm just using my fingers. It comes off kind of like a rubber cement. And also by doing this with your fingers, it kind of burnishes the whole thing down so it stays. It looks really cute. I'm just going on the center, burnishing the center a little bit. Hardest part is deciding which star to use, and I want to use the big star, I think. Oh, it's so cute. Isn't that cute? And I'm going to use this paper. I think that'll match really nicely. And I think what I'm going to do is take a red pencil, if I can find one. Put my cap back on my glue. Since I've got red on this, but the other one didn't have any red, I'm just going to take a red colored pencil and I'm going to add some red to this. So you can kind of customize these to be whatever colors you want. I'm just going around the black berry that was black with a white polka dot in it. So it's kind of coordinates a little bit better. Just gives it some of the red color and the green color together. Since our other papers are kind of a teal and a green, this gets more of a true Christmassy color. Because I always like to have these little things around for hostess gifts, or if somebody brings me a gift and I don't have a gift ready, it's fun to make these little craft projects and have them ready. But I also think it's going to be fun this year to do these with my grandson, I hope. He's not much of a crafty guy, but I'm trying to make him that. Trying to make him be crafty. Cute. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to trace around our star face down with a pencil. And if you don't want to use the paper, you don't have to use the paper. You could paint your star. You could leave it. Oh, maybe we could leave it this way. Well, let's try both. Because I do like this one here that I left the raw wood on. It's really pretty. But let's try cutting it out first. We're going to go on the inside of the pencil line again because you don't want it to overlap. You want it to underlap. Is that a word? I don't think it is. You could also doodle your own picture on the wood with pencils or watercolor, Posca pens, like a paint pen. That would be kind of fun. I don't know if those are too small to save, so I'll put them over here and decide later. Oh, that's going to come out really nice. Cut out really well. So I'm just going to put my glue down once again. And I think it's fun to personalize these to make them your own. Don't do exactly what I did. Kind of come up with your own thing. And I think that's what half the fun is with these kits, is we supply you with everything you need to make the kits. But it is kind of fun to do your own thing as well. Okay. I'm going to use some of the trim kit. I love this gold so much. So I think we'll use the gold here if I can get the tape off of it. And I'm just going to put it underneath the star, where the star is going to go. I'm going to put the star at the bottom. So I'm just going to put a stream of glue down and add the, whoops, not that glue. Add the rickrack in a straight line, I hope. Hopefully I'm drawing a straight line of glue. And then we'll just cut it once it dries. Got to kind of hold it up and make sure it's straight. Looks pretty straight to me. And I'm going to take the twine and just tie this around the star itself. I'm gonna kind of wrap it a little bit and tie a knot. Hopefully that works. All right, I got the knot all tied. Got the knot all tied. So I'm going to cut that off. We're going to tie a tag to this little star. And hopefully the rickrack dries so we can cut that off. I'm going to add that here. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so cute. Here's the problem. With all this thickness on the back, I might need hot glue here. I'm not sure. But I do like all the stuff on the back. So I'm going to try. And we'll see if this glue will hold or not. But I may have to go to hot glue. We'll see. And then we're just going to add a little tag. I'm going to grab my fabric scissors and cut the rickrack there. Oh my gosh, this is a cute one. You can even go back with a pencil or a colored pen and color in some of these letters if you wanted to, like I did on this one. See, the word jolly here is the same thing here, but I colored it in to make it darker and stand out a bit. It might be kind of fun, but I like it that way. We're going to use this little tag that came in our kit. If I can get the hole punched out. And this one I wrote the word believe. This one did not get a tag, which is fine. And this one I think I'm going to write, I don't know, I think I'm going to write celebrate the season. And I'm just going to do it in black. Real simple. All this lettering can be found in the creative hand lettering book that I have done for Adorn It. I think this star is going to stay here. I think it is hardening up really well. Oh, I wish I had faced the tag the other direction. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I like it that way. And we're going to use a little bit of the green twine on here. And I'm just going to put it, loop it through. And then tie it around our twine. And that is done. So if you've got some of the other craft kits and you like some of the other papers better than these, use those papers. Use whatever papers you have. I just think these are so cute. They just make such a nice gift. And if you do the tiered trays, you can put it with a tiered tray. You can put it on an easel. You could add a hanger to the back. You could just stick it in like a basket for somebody for Christmas. Oh man, that is cute. So 3 choices. We colored the paper here. We've got the star, and that is definitely going to stay. Nice. We did the one where we hand lettered all the words and used the tissue paper. And then we have this one where we use the background paper in the teal and the green and added a star. So cute, right? I think they just make such fun gifts. So I hope you guys have fun with this kit. It is the wood wall kit, I think is what it was called. Wood block kit, excuse me. And we'll see what we have next coming. Oh, and I didn't even use this. Wait, I didn't even use this. Oh, there's always more. Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to put this on here or not, but we're going to see. Because there's lots of room coming out from underneath my star. Oh, I kind of love that, don't you? Let's glue that down. I don't know about the berries, but possibly. Let's put that down. And if I decide to add the berries, I will take a picture of it and share it with you guys later. But it's nice because the star was kind of up, raised up a little bit, so it was easy for me to add these in here. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. And we just got to let that glue sit there with the star and with the leaves. And that's it. Now I'm done, I think. I think it's all done. What do you think? All right, you guys have a really good day. And I will see you in the next video, which I'm not sure what that one is. But thank you so much for purchasing our craft kits for Christmas with Adorn It. And thanks for watching the video. Bye-bye.